believe me, just watch.
Ready? All right. It's the Morning Brew with Friends. We're here with Michael and Wendy from the Desert Rose Playhouse. I hate to admit, guys, but it's been a minute since I've been up to the Desert Rose. It's up in the Heights. It's a great room, and it's kind of out of the main theater scene downtown. And is that a bonus on your end to be out of that main kind of theater group downtown?
Well, it has its pros and cons, of course.
Right.
The pros is that we're up in the Heights,
You
so
get to
we
be the only
attract
ones.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, Albuquerque doesn't really have that theater district like New
Chicago
York
or
or Chicago and so on and so forth. But we still have a great space in that, and we have plenty of parking too, which we don't have to worry about downtown.
That is also very nice, actually. It's one of those nice little conveniences you can have in Albuquerque, right?
Definitely.
Is the parking. But you got a great new show coming up, and it's The Birds.
Correct.
And it's kind of like the Hitchcock thing that we all know, the movie, but it's really not.
Right. Hitchcock, when he did his film, he based it on the short story. And
Written by Daphne Du. You pronounced her name right, Wendy.
Daphne de Monnier.
You pronounced it right. I struggle with that.
And now the Irish playwright, Connor, has taken that version, the short story, and created his own birds situation. But it's still in the style of Hitchcock, the psychological approach to the...
To the bird situation.
Yeah, it's
So do you bring in a bunch of live birds and throw them in on the set, or is it like prop birds?
well, one of the reasons we're doing it is because up in our area we've got a flock of birds that hover around us all the time. Kind of like in England right now, the birds are actually attacking people.
I've seen the starling thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting quite dangerous. So we have our own, we have like 1,000 birds that hang around the theater.
Wow.
So we do have live birds.
So you were kind of inspired by your own...
Right, the
Yeah.
location and also the connection with Hitchcock, so on
So
and so
even
forth.
better than that, now that you look at the birds that are hanging around, you look at them in a different way now since you did this play?
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah? You look up and you're like, oh my gosh, they're all up there?
Well, I do the lead in the show, and now I'm looking at birds a lot differently. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So beyond that, was this a play that had been like kind of rattling around your head that you wanted to do for a while, or was this one that just kind of presented itself, or how did you guys come to it?
Well, yes, exactly. With the Desert Rose, we're bringing shows that haven't been seen in Albuquerque, and this will be the Southwestern premiere. It's only been done a couple times in the States.
Cool.
So we're bringing that here, and years ago when I had the opportunity to work with Hitchcock on his last film, I got to talk to him.
You got to work with Hitchcock himself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I did.
As an actor, as a...
Oh, no. He brought me in. I saw the rough cut, and then he brought me in to help. Well, not help, but he wanted my insight into the editing process because I was an outsider. It's a long story on how I met him, but...
Next time you come on, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But so I always had that connection with Hitchcock, and then wanting to do the show, and when it became available, it was
You jumped on it.
definitely,
Very cool.
and to bring it to Albuquerque.
So I think a lot of people, when you have an image of what the birds is in your head based on that film that pretty much everybody has seen, one of the greats, right?
Yes,
So how do you translate that to the stage?
that's going to be the fun part, the interesting part, because aside from the actors,
Right.
the birds, the set, the sound is a main character of the show. So we're using the psychological thriller to incorporate all of that. We're putting in a new sound system to incorporate it into the seats, and
That's cool. Like, so speakers on every seat?
well, not on nearly every seat. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And but then the house, we're putting the audience is going to have a flavor that they're actually sitting in this home with the birds, and we're using a lot of not live birds to attack, but we've got
You've got some
that
props.
set up, yeah.
That's cool. And you play Diane.
I do.
Who I think most people know is the woman who gets basically ravaged by the birds in the film.
In the film, yeah. It's a little different in this one. It's more of a psychological thriller, which is new to the Desert Rose. We haven't done that before.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of, you have to figure it out as it goes. But the director actually had me kind of look at misery and different things because it is that kind of psychological, and it's a new kind of part for me.
Do you get through that great screen?
Not yet.
Oh.
We'll
She will be
see.
doing that.
In
I
the
will
show.
be screaming, I'm sure, eventually, but we're still in rehearsals.
Oh,
so
excellent.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So when does the show open? If you're in rehearsals now, we got a couple of weeks still to get tickets?
It opens the first weekend in February and runs throughout February.
Excellent.
And
And the poster is certainly creepy. How is this not one you didn't want to save for Halloween?
we thought about doing it for Halloween, and then we moved it back to February, yeah, because of moving in, because it's the Irish playwright, one of the leading Irish playwrights, and getting that close to St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
and
of course.
that,
Of course.
But yeah, we've thought that in the end, the psychological thriller could be done anytime.
Right. Absolutely.
So
Cool. Well, we love it this morning because we've got our buddy Adam Hooks over here. He's like our house band for the morning. So you want to take it away? Sure. Awesome.
Got my poison in your veins and my kiss is the only antidote. Whoa, fading fast, feeling strange, but you can't bring yourself to pucker up. Whoa, I understand your motive to maintain a modicum of self-respect. Whoa.
We just got done building like a set of stairs at CNN main campus, and that was really fun because instead of just like learning about building stuff, we're actually building things. So I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's just more hands-on and it's like, more exciting.
This course is really great because it gives high school students an opportunity to learn things on a level with someone who's like in the healthcare field. The teacher like knows what she's talking about and she works in a hospital.
This class has given me a great overview of the film industry as a whole. I definitely got my feet wet in everything from shooting to doing some minor editing and audio, you know, so I think this class offered me a good basic overview of everything that I'll need for the film industry.
Because of this class, you know, it really opened doors to like other, you know, jobs. You know, I'm not just thinking on one thing, I'm like opening up to a lot of new ideas for what I want to do as a career.